Hi everyone, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a very highly requested and long overdue video, which is going to be a After Effects colouring tutorial. Yeah, so as I said, it's been way too long. People have been asking me to do this for like over a year, and I've been like, yeah, of course, and then I completely forgot. So I'm going to be doing it now. But before we get started, I want to do a little bit of a self-promo because I've made a new YouTube channel where I basically post Sims 4 videos. So if The Sims is something you're interested in, please go and check it out. I'll have a link in the description and also be linked in the card in this video. Or if you have a friend that's into The Sims, then let them know that it exists. I'm currently doing the Sims 4 Not So Berry challenge on that channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you just go and subscribe and like a few of my videos. Also, a few people asked me how to get my colouring, and obviously, like I said, some of these comments are from like over a year ago, so I don't really know what colouring they were referring to. Since then, I've literally deleted all of my colourings from my After Effects and just started over with my presets, so I don't have a lot of the colourings I used like this time last year. So if any of you are still interested in any of my colourings, you can check out my Payhip. There is also a link in the description. You can get my colourings for about 50p. So yeah, the link will be in the description if you want to check that out. But today I'm going to be showing you how to use Magic Bullet Looks, which is a plugin for After Effects, but you can get it for free using the link in my Discord server. Again, link in the description to my Discord server. If you join that, if you go to the AE Plugins channel, there is a link for both Mac and Windows for some free Magic Bullet Looks. All that sorted, now I'm going to show you how to actually use the plugin. So normally I would obviously do this after my edit has been completed, but I'm not making a whole edit for this tutorial because I'm lazy. So we've got a picture of the beautiful Austin night here, and all you need to do is after you finish your edit, you've added text, you've done everything, go up to layer, press new, adjustment layer, and then search in effects and presets for looks. You're then going to drag and drop looks onto this adjustment layer, and now this adjustment layer will basically change everything that's underneath it. So I'm going to go into edit over here, and as you can see, here are 6 custom presets that I have made. Normally I just name my presets after something that I've edited, if that makes sense. So this was from an 11 edit and I liked it, so I saved it. This was from a Millie Bobby Brown edit, but now this is like my most used preset. Like I literally use this colouring on all my edits now because I love it, and so on. This one's just the one I've been using for thumbnails for my Sims 4 channel. But if you can see over here, there is plenty of looks and colourings that the plugin actually gives you, and some of these are actually really cool. Like I would low-key use some of these. I have never really checked these out. So you know, if you don't really understand how to make your own colourings and you can't really be bothered making your own colourings, then just, you know, you can look through these and take some inspiration maybe, because if you click on one that you think looks cool, like this one looks pretty cool, if you click on it you can see what settings they have like turned on, and you can take inspo from these colourings to make your own. So you can see like, oh well, and if you delete it then you can see kind of what changed. You can be like, oh right, okay, so Colorista, that kind of added the warmer kind of tint tone to this, and if I delete it then it looks a lot cooler. So quickly I'll show you how to kind of make a very simple colouring. One that I used to use a lot was just a kind of quality enhancing colouring. Obviously this won't make your quality perfect, but I used to use this on a lot of my transition edits, because transition edits don't really need like a harsh colouring in my opinion, because there's already a lot going on. So I used to just kind of use one with some exposure and pop, and I'll show you how I did that. So what you're going to do is go to tools over here, and I'm going to go to subject first and find grad exposure. I'm going to drag this into subject, and I'm going to increase the stops to as much as I like. Don't do too much, otherwise it'll be like too bright. I'm probably just going to go for 1. Then I'm also going to add another grad exposure, but this time I'm going to turn this around so that it's at the bottom like that. Did a whole 180 like that. So this time when I increase the stops, it'll be at the bottom. But this time I'm actually going to decrease it by not too much, maybe just -1 on the other side, so that way there is actually like a full decrease in the exposure, because before it wasn't as noticeable. So now it's brighter up here and darker down here. Next, what I like to add is go to post and find pop. This adds sharpen and like preserving details, so it kind of is meant to be like quality enhancing. This picture is obviously like not the most amazing picture for quality, so it probably won't help it a lot, but I'm probably just going to add like 25-ish maybe, and leave it at that. And obviously you can also mess around with these other filters too. This is kind of like an unsharp type thing. I kind of like that actually, it looks kind of cool. and then preserve detail as well. Like, just, you can mess about with these settings obviously, but I'm just gonna turn that off. So that's like a nice simple little colouring that I'd probably use on transition edits perhaps. So I'm gonna show you how to save it now. Because my Magic Bullet Looks is like cracked because it's a free version, this kind of bugs out a bit. So if you go down here, this is how you save your preset. As you can see, my screen just goes white and I can't see what I'm typing, but in this little white box here is where it's named. So as long as I press backspace, the amount of letters that's in the word untitled, then I can rename it. So UNTITLED, and then I'm going to type in my new name. So I'm going to write quality, press enter, and now it's saved into my custom presets. You then just obviously press this little tick and it will be added onto your entire edit. Just going to quickly show you some other little things that I like in here. One of my favorites is film print because it's just a really cool effect and you can mess around with like so many different settings to make it look really cool. I also obviously just like hue and saturation because it means I can make a warmer or cooler toned colouring depending on the style of my edits. That's just something I like to mess with. Diffusion is good as well for a more like, depends on the edit. If it's like a softer edit, you might want something like this, I don't know, but I think it's quite cool to play with sometimes. Same with the haze flares and anamorphic flares. These are better in moderation. You don't want too much of it because it's like, whoa, what's going on? But if your aim is to make like a cloudy kind of like soft edit, then these are cool effects for that. Okay, so final thing, I'm going to show you how to download and import Magic Bullet Look presets, because some people might be like, I don't really want to make my own, I just want to kind of use other people's, but I don't know how to put them in my After Effects. So I'm going to show you how. So what you want to do is you obviously want to first download your preset from somewhere. I'm going to be using my PayHip as example because I'm just so humble like that. So if you have bought or downloaded some presets and you have them in your downloads like this, here is my Millie colouring in my downloads here. What you want to do is open up After Effects again and go back into Edit on Magic Bullet Looks. Then if you press this little gear button up here and press View Presets folder, your presets folder should open up with all of the different custom presets that you have. So what you want to do is drag your downloaded preset into this folder. Now if I reload Magic Bullet Looks, my Millie preset is back in my custom folder, and that's all you need to do no matter what preset you're downloading, whether it's from YouTube videos and whatever. If you download them into your downloads and then move them into that folder, then they will appear in here once you refresh. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped anyone that needed it, and that's how you use Magic Bullet Looks and download presets into your After Effects. Like I said at the beginning of this video, the link for this plugin is in my Discord server for free, so link in the description. Same with my YouTube channel, that's for The Sims. The link is also in the description and it's also on the screen now. And finally, my PayHip for some of my colorings is also in the description. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!